Hello there, YouTube family. Life's a Game, back once again with another video, the 46th installment of Exotic Gifts for Random Agents, number 46, 46th installment. Been at this for a while, a lot longer. As I said in one of my other videos, I've been doing this a little more, longer than that even, helping people out with Legendary. But I just started counting it, and it's been fun. Hopefully, like a lot of you guys are enjoying the series. You've been watching like a lot of the videos. Some of my last few videos haven't been like the most up there, but I know like for a lot of you guys that do enjoy it, you do enjoy it. Thank you guys. If you can please hit that like and subscribe button, that helps out a lot, and it makes my channel be known, sends my channel out there to more audiences, so more audiences can see them and can see me and be able to see these videos, and it also can help them out and also help assist them in their legendary endeavors, and also equating to their hopeful success. So if you guys are able to do that, that would be great. If you're just able to hit that like and subscribe, it helps. So you're seeing us here in Legendary Capital. This 46 run will be in Legendary Capital, and you're seeing us keep back. I'm using the capacitor and Ninja Bike backpack, tier 6 skill build, and I want to call it a DPS hybrid, because hybrid DPS skill build, because I'm using the capacitor, and the capacitor hits hard, very hard. It does. It's definitely hard. With this, with all the stuff equipped as a striker's build. And the reason why I was saying the capacitor hit very hard was because a lot of the agents, like I've been hearing, like they keep talking about the Otobotos a lot, and nothing against the Otobotos, of course. Otobotos is definitely great. I have it. It's definitely a high RPM, high burst gun, but the capacitor is very strong in its own right, of just like in its distance and what it has. It's amazing on what it can do. So that it's a strong gun, and I consider you guys, highly implore you, if you do not have the Otobotos, to consider the capacitor and use that. It's very strong, hard hitting. If not any of those, the St. Elmo's, that gun's very lethal. Like I would say this, if I could somehow hit with the same strength as my capacitor with the St. Elmo's, I'd rather use the St. Elmo's. But at times, because the St. Elmo's is just, it's lethal, and like its ability to strike and electricity and all that stuff, and like in its precision, it's crazy. I really do like that gun. It's really my favorite guns of the game are really the St. Elmo's, Otobotos, and the capacitor. Those are like some of like my main like ones, my main like 3 guns I notice I use. I do like the Iron Lung, LMG. There are some other ones at times. I do like the Bighorn, but like I said, there's certain ones. But I just try and reiterate that to agents, because some agents might say it's because I have a certain build, or I'm used to it, that's why it's like that. Sometimes they say a lot that they still struggle with it, even though they watch it. Some people said at times online that they might they've seen my videos, but sometimes they might still struggle, but they do appreciate me saying the pointers on what to do, because it does help them see. So that's just something that I hope that is helping you guys. I hope that these videos are helping you. And the reason I'm saying that is because I know that some agents just find it hard to do. It's a lot easier said than done, because it's one thing for somebody to say to do this or to do that, and it's another thing to actually do it. So, and that just comes with experience. Everybody's able to do this. It's just good. Maybe everybody might not fully be able to do it all the time, but it comes with experience, really. The more experience you get, I don't care who you are, the more you play this experience you get at it, the better you get at it. That's a simple facts. The reason why I'm saying that, considering that if you're still like, man, it doesn't matter, it's just tough, I just don't mess with Legendary because of that, consider checking out my join membership. I'll help you guys get any exotic you want. I did go over that in various of my other past videos, talking about that. Like I said, if that's something that you're one of those agents that tickles your fancy, that's something that you're thinking that you might want to take advantage of, it's there. If that's something, I have all the information there within the video, respective intro video, that you'll find if you click on my join tab, and it tells you everything within the description of that video as well, if you read all that. And it'll let you know everything if that's something that you want to exercise on my behalf and be able to play with somebody. I know it can be hard sometimes to find some of these bigger YouTubers to run with, to do some of these missions with, like in this sense, there's different queues that they have. You might not fit into all of them, and even if you do fit into a queue, you could run the mission, and then at the end you still don't get your exotic. My membership offers a way where it guarantees that you can get your exotic in ways that you can play with me. So if that's something that you're thinking of, or you're looking into, you've been thinking of, you've been looking at a lot of these booster sites, seeing how they're $100 to $300 and higher even for various exotics or various things. It's crazy. It's just ridiculous. No agent should have to go through that or pay that when there's verified, definite professional agents that can definitely help you out with a lot of these things for literally less than 5% of what those guys are even offering you. So it's just go ahead and check that out if that's something that tickles your fancy. if legendary is something that's very you find very hard, super like tough to the point you're just like, man, I just need some help. I just need an agent to run, man. Can I run with you? Yes, you can. If you are on PC. Sadly, I do not play an Xbox or PlayStation, but if you are on PC, definitely, and this does resonate with you, hit me up in that sense. Or just check the join membership out. Not hit me up. Hit the tag. You could hit me up. I wouldn't mind that in the comment section, but I'm saying check the tab. Just check my join membership tab. So you're seeing us go inside this room right here. See me keep distant, relatively distant. My teammate has good coordination. You see us running with Knight Rider 27, Melko, and we're also running with Sketchy 22. Sketchy 22's name looks very, very familiar. He looks like an agent that I've actually ran with in the past. Sometimes I tend to remember some names. I'm really like a bad name remembering. At remembering like names, I'm bad like remember, but at this game sometimes you see some of the same people at times run legendary. I might run across one name within my group and the two other names are new, or I might just have, most times it's all three just new people, like most, to be honest with you. But I say about like 5 to like 6% of the time maybe I might get one agent that has been with me before or something like that for like every run possibly. So you see us moving up here, and like I said, guys, I come out at random times. It's not like these guys are knowing I'm coming on or anything like that. It's just I come on at random points. I do this. I don't even know the next time, honestly. I'll be coming on doing it. I know every Tuesday the legendaries do reset, but that doesn't mean that Tuesday that I'll respectively be able to just go into it, because I do have in real life obligations, different things. Of course, I would love for Division 2 and my YouTube channel to be my main obligation, and by you guys liking and subscribing this video to this video, that helps me achieve that and be able to give you guys a full entire show that you all respectively deserve, and what I would be able to do does that occur, and when it does occur. So please hit that like and subscribe button if these videos are helping you guys out in any way, shape, or form at all. Just supports the channel and lets it grow and reach a bigger audience, a wider audience. So and I believe I might have said that already in this video, but I just want to reiterate it, like, at times that's something that I'm going to start, just putting in. I know it's not, some of you guys might just forget like to do it at times, but it does help whenever you do. Just a little, it's always the little things, you know what they say. So you see us pushing up here now. We're getting into the mission, and I want to kind of touch on something here, guys. You see like how we're all like, we're all like in good structure right now. We're all moving forward. I kind of want to reiterate to you guys, as I always say, patience, distance, focus, PDF. You don't want to start pushing too fast. You don't want to start rushing too quick, because you might, as you guys will see in this video, there'll be like times like when it's like, that'll be evident that you got to slow it down. We have to slow it down. You can't do that. And to win a legendary mission, guys, it's about consistency, not in just the first room, like, but in all phases of each room. That's the cool thing about legendary. That's what I like about legendary. That's what I love about it. You have to have consistency in every room. Like, you can't take a day off in one room, because if you do that, that's wipe, or it's just death, and it's just, it's definite wipe. Like, if you just take the day off in a room, you can't do that in legendary, and it just requires key structure throughout. And that's why I just say, like, you don't want to start getting ahead of yourself. Like a lot of teams like to do rush, push on challenging, heroic. You can't. A lot of well-structured clan groups, close friends, they can do that. As I said, like for the millionth time, they can do that. So if you guys are in a close clan or have key friends, I'm not talking about you at all. I'm not talking about you guys if you have those key clans and stuff. I'm talking about guys that are able to run this stuff with random agents that are new to this, or agents that are struggling with this type of content. That's what I mean. So it's like you don't want to rush in that sense, because in order to run it with a team like this, or like a newer team or team that struggles, or that people that that struggle in a sense with legendary, it might not be like as beatable usually to them as that. Is that you have to keep patient. Like, you can't rush, you can't push. You gotta totally keep patient. You gotta just keep back. You can't do what close clanmates and close teammates do that obviously know the mission, they know the spawn points and whatnot, how it works. You just want to be structured. You want to have the best form of structure in a group that any group really. It really doesn't matter. Even clan. I say that because clans and close teammates, they have key structure. They play with each other. They know what each other are using. They know each other's builds. They know who's using what skill. That's why they do that. They don't just, it's not just a random person they're playing with and they're just pushing up like that, rushing, and everybody's up in the enemy's like face like that. It doesn't go like that. That just equals wipe. Guaranteed, like, more or less. I don't want to say guaranteed. I always want to give people hope. I'm gonna say 99% of the time it equals wipe. Just rushing, pushing like that with randoms, like just running up on the enemy like it's on challenging or something. Because the build would have to be there, and a lot of the agents, not saying anybody in this video or anything, but I'm saying majority of people's like builds just aren't like legendary, like in that sense of being able to stand in front of an enemy like that. Even people that beat legendary, a lot of their builds, like they can't just stand in front of a mob of legendary enemies like that. A few of them can. Some people have some crazy tank builds, some crazy builds, but like I said, and even if they can, they don't want to do it for too long. So you're seeing us here in this room, totally just finishing up. We're finishing up, getting everything done right now. You want to like just keep around the perimeter, the edges. You don't want to go too far. You want to like just keep you see, and that's really the reason I said that, because you can get hit with something. You could always end up getting hit with something or something like that. You can end up somebody can end up grenading you, blindsiding you easily in legendary. They like to they really love to flank on legendary, like a lot. So that's just one of the main key things that you want to keep in mind. You don't want to go. You want to kind of scour the perimeter of the room all the time. Never go deep right into the room in legendary. Always like try your best to scour the room, like the area of the room and whatnot. That just ensures you don't get blindsided by somebody or like a robot or something, and it's like, man, you know, he just came out of nowhere, you know. So I hope you guys' day's going well. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys watching this. It helps out. As I said before, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So we're continuing on in this room. We're going forward. You want to just keep paced. And as I said before, you don't want to rush. You see everybody's kind of pushing up. You see what I mean? And I'm going to reiterate on this later on. You see everybody's like pushing up like that. How everybody just keeps pushing up so far because we've been doing everything. We've been beating everything. This is an example that you're seeing us here as a team doing that you guys do not, repeat, do not want to do when you're playing with other agents. Like if you want to have just a more structured stance, because you don't want to like push too fast where the enemy can get you. You see one of the teammates, one of them died because, you know, they pushed a little close up there. Melkeo, he pushed a little much and the enemy got him with a bomb or something. That can happen. It's not something bad saying that you can't push. It's just in order for you not even to wipe. Like, you know, those of you guys that like those flawless runs, or not even saying you have to do a flawless run. It's just that whole instance of just being aware, because just as easily as he was hit, the other agents could have been hit like that too. And if they weren't aware, all three of them could have been gone. But that's pretty ironic considering what's coming up in the video. But what I'm saying though is just, I say this to say you guys want to keep distance, patience, distance, focus, PDF, and there's a reason I say that. You guys are seeing right now, right here. As long as you're able to do that, even if you have a shield build and whatnot, as long as you're able to do that, it gives you the best chance of staying out of danger and not having to get hit with anything and then die in like a bad spot or like too close up. That's just my style of play. I know a lot of people like close and getting close up and personal. Up close and personal, because this game kind of tailors you to more to do that, like the whole high flying like bursts of the guns, the action and everything, what's going on. It kind of makes you want to just get like up in the enemy's face and blast them. But like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can definitely do that, but when you get to the higher levels of the game, i.e., you know, heroic and especially, of course, what we're talking about, legendary, you can't do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and just separate them. In legendary and heroic, at times you can, depending on your build. But in legendary, you can't do that. It's like you gotta play structurized. You gotta like it's like kind of a real gunfight. You know, when you have a gun, you kind of want to go. If somebody has a gun and they're in a fight, in a gunfight, they would love to be able to have something they could just walk up on the whole like enemy and just spray all of them and just end it. But realistically, in a real gunfight, you can't do that, no matter how much armor you're wearing or whatever, because you know that you have to keep your distance. You have to have cover. If you go out too much and too many enemies shoot you, or you leave yourself exposed too much, you're gonna go down. You're gonna get shot, and you could be the best. You could be the best agent out there, like with the gun. It doesn't matter like your skill set or skill level. If you get reckless and go too far and too fast, you're gonna take some type of damage. And the whole key thing is about not taking any damage at all, because damage just equates to death. You know, when you get hit hard, and these enemies, let me tell you, they hit hard as I always say. You know, it sounds like a broken record and like beyond, but you guys know. You guys that play legendary, you guys know. My legendary agents, you guys know how these guys hit. So definitely it's doable, it's understandable. So and you saw me back there. I'm not sure if you guys were looking in the chat, but I was telling them that what I was talking about earlier. I was kind of going to the testament what I was talking about just earlier. How if you play legendary like heroic, you're not gonna win it. You gotta be like patient and like distant. It doesn't matter the build, because a lot of agents, so many of them come into like legendary from heroic, thinking that just because they have a strong build, that's what's going to be needed and that they can get through it. It's not that. It's your skill set, your know-how, your movement, everything like that. So you want to do that. You see me staying like in this door right here. You see like how the enemy's looking at me through here. Like you want to like just kind of keep. You want to keep cover in here. Legendaries is always about keeping cover. Remember what I said about a real gunfight, guys? Legendary in this game, I don't mean like you have to be sitting there playing the game thinking it's like real like that. I'm just saying like in the sense of winning, guys, you have to see it like this, because that when you play it like that, that's what gets you the result that you're seeing me here. Like, dude, I'm looking at it like, I want to be in charge when I'm out there. I want to make sure that I know what's going on. I don't want to make a bad move to hurt me or my team. Put myself in my character's shoes. Be be the person there that to make the best like decision. You want everybody to be on the same page, have the structure. Always have that in your mind, and like if you guys all have that in your mind, you're all gonna work as a key. If you guys all have that in your mind, you're all gonna work as a key cohesive team structured unit. So it's like you want to do that. And you're seeing how they went in. You see what's his name? Knight Rider 27. He kind of went in a little far, and his shade is 96. So I have no clue why they were pushing up that far. That's what I mean. Some of these agents, I feel like they come into legendary. Nothing against the guy, of course, but I'm saying he's definitely not the worst I've seen at all. Let me tell you that right now. But I'm saying that they kind of push up like that. I'm like, I don't say it at times, but it's like if your shade's not, when I do have to say it, I will say it, and I have said it in groups at times when I did have to say it, but it was like respectful and stuff. It's nothing to put anybody down. It's just an honest fact. If your shade's down there like that low, then you most likely shouldn't be pushing at all in legendary. You should be the guy that's always back there, always looking out, always lingering, always looking back. Like if you're in a group with a shade like that, because let me tell you. Like majority of like the agents that play this would a lot of them like that I've seen or known, like some of like the toxic ones or different ones. Like I'm not saying I've had like the baddest like experience with anybody, but from what I've heard from other agents, like they'll kick a lot of like these agents like out the groups. I've been hearing like a lot of the guys like I bring through this like have been being like kicked. I'm not saying any of these agents specifically that I'm playing with, but I'm saying agents I brought through this have told me like they've been kicked through like from a lot of groups because maybe their build wasn't good, and it might have not been that good. But with me, guys, that's not a problem. I can help you guys get through. I know my skill level. I know what I'm able to do. So, with my channel, Life's a Game, that's not a problem. I can get you guys through it. Their membership is there. Kind of touching on the membership again, if that's something you're thinking about. But yeah, it's like you want to just you want to make sure that you're geared. You want to make sure that like if you're not geared, you want to make sure, and if your shade is like very low, nothing against low shade, because I beat my first legendary at shade like 56, between 56 and like 59 when they like first came out with like a group. It took like 4 hours long. Legendary Roosevelt. I said this many times before, but you want to make sure you're geared, and you want to make sure that like if you're low shade, that you're just staying back. You're doing the best you can, because these enemies are no joke, guys. You can't come into these legendary missions. For those of you that are new, and of course for those of you that are very well aware that are struggling with the mission, you can't come into the missions and just think you can just run it like that. That you can just run it with any type of gear. It's just any mission. You can run it. You can kind of scrape by it like you did with challenging or possibly heroic, because let me tell you, heroic has its episodes as well. But depending on the mission and the area. But yeah, you can't do that. You guys want to be just well structured as possible with any team you're playing in. And like you're seeing me play, but also just consider like the team I'm playing with and like what's going on, because sometimes your team could be different. I could be telling you something here, and then like when you're playing, it's a little different. So that's why I try and speak, and I try and kind of let you guys know, like, just how it goes. Like say for instance, I'm trying to think of something like that I could say that's personally not going on like in my game right now. Like say the enemy started pushing up like a lot, because sometimes they do that at this part. Like if I have my Stinger Hive there, it's helping out a lot. They could push through this door a lot, so I might not be up as far up close to this other door as I am, unless I know I'm clearing some enemies out, because a lot of the other enemies will push through the left door as well. So that's a whole case different scenario. But what you guys could do respectively in that regard, you could go back and look at my other videos of exotic gifts for randoms, and you'll see that me run this mission, and you'll see a lot of different scenarios play out, and you'll see me do things. So I highly encourage you to do that. If there's something you're wishing to see me in, you're thinking, how would I respond in that situation? I most likely, let me tell you guys, Let me tell you, I've most likely been in that situation. Whatever situation you're thinking you have to deal with in these missions, I've most likely been in that situation. I've done all these missions: District Union Arena, Capitol Building, Roosevelt Island, and Manning Zoo. All legendary with 4 directives. I've done all of those missions legendary with 4 directives. It's not saying something I want to like do again or run again. You know, you guys can see that on my channel. You search it. But yeah, so I'm telling you this. I'm saying this to tell you that there's no situation I haven't seen in these missions and things that happen. So I'm trying to tell you that, you know, if you just watch what I'm doing, and you see what I'm doing, and you just really listen to what I'm saying as opposed to the situation, you'll see a lot of success like in different areas. I'm not saying you'll just see a win all the time, because the win's tough. It takes time to build that up. I'm not going to just say, oh, I'm not going to be that one channel that says, oh, you listen to me, you're going to get through legendary, you're going to get through heroic, you're going to start winning, and every exotic is going to start dropping for you. No, it's not like that. It's like you're going to start seeing success. You're going to start seeing yourself gradually start getting better on a key gradual note. I'm not saying like 1 centimeter at a time. I'm talking about like 12 inches, like 1 meter, like 1 foot, like at a time. Like we're talking about like actual comparable like chunks of distances. Like you're going to be getting good, and it's going to be off of like what you know. It's going to be getting up there, you know, like just step by step. That's how it goes. Nobody just wakes up one day, watch all my videos. You can watch every every single Life's a Game exotic gift for random, and then all of a sudden you get up the next day and you just somehow can just beat all the legendary missions, and you just know exactly how to do it. It's like, it's not like that. I wasn't even like that, like starting off. Like when I first got this game, like it was some time ago, because Division 2 was my first division game. I didn't play Division 1. I mean, maybe I need to play Division 1. You guys let me know below. If you listen in this far in the video and Division 1's out and you want to see me exercise my skills on Division 1, how I would do in that, please let me know that below, and I will go on Division 1. I will run the story. I will play it for you guys. I will live stream it for you. That's something that you're looking for. I'll live stream it, or I'll also put videos up on it, what I'm thinking as a first time rookie Division 1 player. I'll let you guys know what I think if that's something. So if you've watched this far, and I'll know that by the comment section, please go ahead and put in the comment section if that's something that interests you, Division 1. If it doesn't, it's no skin off my bones, nothing bad at all, nothing negative. I'm just trying to wonder what you guys are. I like to bring what you guys want to see. So if you want to see my talent in Division 1, some people say, I had a few agents tell me that I wouldn't mind checking that one out for you guys and telling me what you think and seeing how it is, and if I can, you know, dance as well as I do in this one and that one, or maybe even better, who knows. But I don't know. Let me know if that's something that you guys are interested in. Just a little funny thought. So we're continuing right now. I'm keeping distant. Capacitor is such a beautiful AR. I really do love it. I love its distance, and you're seeing the reason why I'm saying you want to stay in here is because those guys have such precise aim from the top of that building, from that top upper layer up there. That it's crazy like that. They see you so fast, and then they hit so hard, and that's why I tell my teammates so many times, like, hey guys, get cover, keep back, don't go in there too far, because you're shooting and you're thinking nobody's seeing you, and these guys just line it up, boom, and then you're just down. Like it could even be a one shot. So it's like you always want to be looking at. And on that note, you want to take the snipers out, guys, in this room. That's what I was going to really touch on. That's what I want to touch on. You see the medic there, and don't get me wrong, the medic's always the first priority as you're seeing me get the drone on him there. But you want to make sure that you're getting the sniper. You don't want the medic healing at all, but you want to make sure you're getting the sniper. Always want to make sure you're getting that sniper. Because those guys, they hit lethal, they hit hard, it's definitely no game. Okay, so we're still battling in here. Still battling in here, still battling. You just want to keep, you want to just keep, you want to keep your focus. You want to just keep, you want to keep watchful. You don't want to like start being a little impatient, running off a little too much, you know? You want to just keep it as it is. You know, we're doing well. They got back up from being down. You're seeing us get back into it. Never always think because you go down or 2 guys are down, that's it. You know, I've seen like a lot, or heard of like a lot of various agents thinking that it's done when 2 teammates go down. I've had teammates that leave me, and I had to do the entire slack and pick it all up, defeat the enemy, get the person back up, get 2 other teammates, or maybe we just finish it. It's happened, and sometimes it's like it's a facepalm, because it's like you definitely don't ever be that agent that just ever leaves during a mission. Like, Especially when it gets tough. It's like that's what makes your skill set and brightens you up in Legendary. Realistically, guys, I'm telling you, it's those times when your teammates go down and you start exercising these things I taught you and you start using them. That's when the skill set comes and you're like, man, look at that. They were down and I still handled it. So that means I'm getting better at this. I'm starting to know how to move with this. I could tell some other things to people on what to do because I've learned. I can see it. So that's why I tell you guys these things. It's nothing hard at all. It's definitely doable. I mean, I don't mean it in that sense, like just, no, like, sarcasm or nothing. I mean, it's not like it is hard, but I don't mean like it's hard, so hard to the point it's like, it just can't be done like under any like circumstance, like with randoms. Because there's a lot of groups that always think that with randoms it's just really tough. You got to go through it like, I've had agents tell me you got to be able to go through it randoms, you got to do at least 2 to 3 runs to get like a good run to ensure I'm a win with randoms. So it's crazy when you think about that or you consider that. When you think about that, it's like, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to have 2 to 3 runs with them. You can start on your very first run as you're seeing me here, and you can knock the thing out. You can beat it. If you guys are just structured and you know what you're doing, you don't have to go through the heartache of 2 to 3 wipes before you guys all get it right. If you're able to get it right, that could definitely repel a lot of people away from Legendary, and it has a lot in the past that I've heard. A lot of agents, they just kind of want to steer clear of this difficulty because they've wiped so much, things have happened, and they just don't give it a chance. Like, I mean, you have to give it a chance, but you don't have. What I mean is that you don't have to keep wiping that many times in order to beat the mission. It'll happen as being new. So anybody that's new or struggling with this, it wouldn't make any sense for them to say that because that's like more or less required to happen. You will wipe a lot and you will die a lot on Legendary. That's just a fact if you're not used to it. And that will be you starting to get used to it, knowing how to move and what to do in various situations, knowing how hard enemies hit, knowing how and when to stay around, how long you should stay around, and when you should get out of like a situation. All that stuff you'll start learning through trial and error. Like, it happens. That's what happened with me. That happened like various times. There's times when I got close to beating a mission and boom, was out, and it was like, man. And the reason because of it is like trial and error. You learn. I was good, definitely could play, but it's like there's some things you don't know until they happen to you, and it's like once you react, whether you get hit or whether you dodge it, unfortunately you do get hit sometimes, it does get you better. So you always want to keep that in mind, guys. So you're seeing us fight up here. Whenever you get here, you might have seen, for you guys that pay attention to the chat, you might have seen me say you want to fight from the stairs, and that definitely is something that you want to do. You do not want to exercise and try and exercise the option of going out here, especially if you don't have a build, and even if you did have a build, you do not want to exercise the option of going out there and getting hit and dying in a bad spot and not understanding the enemy's strength. As you're seeing me, I told my teammates there earlier. So you're seeing like a lot of them, the life down, Malaka, you're seeing their lives like once again like really, really low. They got hit with a few bombs. That's good. They're going back down. They're going back in the stairs. That's what you're supposed to do when you get hit. And by doing that, guys, that's what I mean. If you linger around the steps, you can get once you get hit, like how my life's low, I don't really have any armor, no heals. You want to stay right here, but you also want to be careful because these dogs, they can still bomb you. They can still bomb me and like knock me out from like right here. Like, it can literally delete me still from right here. It can kill me still from here. So it's like you got to be careful at times. You like when you're in there, but it just gives you that cushion of protection when you're in here, as opposed to out there, being out here like straight up, like they're getting to you like pretty quick. The hive does help out. I love the hive. It definitely helps out. It takes forever to charge though. The revive hive moves so slow. You think that, man, it's like they might as well call it like the turtle hive sometimes, because like it also it takes to recharge sometimes. I mean, there is skill haste, but there's better options I'd rather put on my skill than just skill haste. So because I know it wouldn't be as strong, obviously, or as distant, as in the distance on it wouldn't be as increased with just haste. So it's like, I guess you got to give one to get one. You got to lose one to get one. I guess it just is what it's one of those things. It's like I don't know on all that goes, but you see us in here just moving around. Keep it back. You see him there kind of pushing up a little bit. Or who was that? Yeah, and you saw that he went down real quick. You see King Rider 27. He went up there really quick, and you saw, as you guys saw right there, he wasn't up there really that long. If you're looking at it, paid attention to it, he literally was not up there that long. He went up there for like a few, literally like a few seconds and just shot. You thought he could maybe do something for like a minute. and then boom, right there, he was down. And that's what I mean, guys. That's how fast an enemy can put you down. So I say legendary, you got to kind of look at it as a real gunfight in a sense when you're out here. That's what ensures success to win this, because when you don't do that, you're just going out there and you're like, okay, I'm just going to go out. When you don't do that and you go out there and you're like, I'm just going to run out here and just do what I want to do. It's just a game, you know, this, that. I'm not saying it's not a game. It is a game, and you want to have fun with it, of course. But playing at this difficulty, guys, my channel's for agents that play on legendary difficulty, that like to play on it. You guys want to get better at this, you play on this difficulty. You gotta be able to, like, you know, relax and like be able to like to adjust and not like push in too much like that. You can't just run up and push up like that and be shooting and play it like it's just like a la-di-da-di like video game. You can't do it like that, because if you do that, it's just going to result in wipe 99% of the time, I guarantee you. And I don't know if that's fun to anybody at all. Definitely not fun to me. You could learn through it and stuff, but if you're playing it lackadaisical like that, you're most likely not learning anything. And anybody that plays like that, most likely, a lot of the people I've known, they don't get farther than the first phase of the mission anyways. So it's like, and if they do get past that, it's not too long till they all like, you know, eventually go down. If they have one or two people in the group that are playing like that. So it's like, you want to make sure that you guys are focused. I'm not saying you got to be super serious, but just that you're focused in the point. You can joke all day. I joke a lot when I'm playing this stuff. Like, you know, I play around, laugh, all sorts of things. But it's like, you want to still be structurized in the sense of, okay, let's get this done. We're playing for real. You know, we're serious. We're playing for real, where we want to win this. You know, we're all laughing. It is fun. We lit this guy up. We lit that chung up. That was funny. You know, whatever happened. You shot that guy. He blasted out the air, flipped. But let's keep the focus and let's get it done. Let's finish it up. Let's make that an iconic moment that we could all look back and laugh at, as well as say that we won. We actually beat the mission or won the mission. Because a lot of times when you wipe, you really don't think back to those missions. You don't want to think back to them unless they were fun. Depends. Wiping's not the worst thing, but I'm just saying in the sense of legendary, in the context, guys, in the context of legendary, it being legendary content. Anybody that runs that, most likely, they do have a will to win. They want to win. That's what they're challenging themselves, and I just feel they want to win. So if you want to win, you just take the concepts down, and you'll see results. Hope you guys are doing well. Almost done. Last room now. So please hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Life's a game. I enjoy bringing this to you guys. Exotic Gifts for Random Agents, 46th edition. It's always fun doing this because it helps out agents. If anything, it teaches them something in order to know like how to run legendary, and you know, just the tactics it takes to run it. Funnily enough, I have had some agents say, like, you know, they ain't ran a legendary mission since they ran with me, or they tried it like a few times after, but they're like, nah, they're good. But it's whatever reason it's for, you know, I like doing it. It's just, it helps out with the exotics. But I mean, above all else, it's really for you guys on my channel to show you that, hey, and anybody else, any agent out there, whether they're on PC or console or whatever it is, that these things can be done with random agents. Like, it can be done. It's just how you go about it, how you structurize your team, and how you guys just go about it, and how you communicate. Is everybody on the right page? They're not pushing, rushing. Patience, distance, focus, guys. That's the reason I say that. I don't say that to say run slow or play super slow. I say that because I'm like, it helps out. With random agents, it helps out, as you guys are seeing here. Like, if we were to just push like that, like, it doesn't help out. You know? And once again, if you're in a clan, close teammates, I'm not referring to you, because so mmany agents at times will tell me, hey, I'm like, I didn't say that you couldn't push at all in legendary. I said if you're not with a complete coordinated structured team, you cannot do that. It's just not, legendary's just not built for the team, a random team, to do that. And if you know anybody that you claim or think on YouTube, Twitch, or anything like that, that just plays with randoms and just pushes and just has fun and plays like whatever, and they beat every mission, they're successful, like what you're seeing me here do in every single mission, I would like to know who they are and their name. It'd be fun to be able to get to know them. It'd be cool, because that would be something in the extreme feat. Like, even if the people have bad builds and they're playing bad, they're still making them be successful. That's always something, and I don't think that anything against it. But if you do know of anybody like that, I'm only saying my point to say that if you do know of anybody like that, let me know. And I highly doubt there's anybody like that. You know, anybody that does this, they play with team, and if the team does play with them, they make sure that they have the builds, and they make sure that they, for most people I know at least, on social media, they make sure that they have the builds and that they're structured, and they know and that they're structured. All I really require, guys, is for you guys to have somewhat of a build, but just realistically 100% be structured. A lot of teams require both. If you don't have both, then they won't accept you in their group, in their team. They'll say that you'll be a detriment to them and whatnot. I will still accept you in my team. I've done it with various agents like this. One, you see somebody with Shade 96 right here. 2 guys, 4. 1,000 and 2,000. But you still saw, like I said, you saw them go down. That can happen, of course. I can go down, of course. So this is showing you that's this. People can have high shade, but that high shade doesn't always result to just. That means that they can just walk through legendary mission. Shade does not equate to skill level in the game. It just equates to the level of time they spent, meaning probably like most likely key grinding and whatnot. That's what it goes to. I only say that, nothing against like having high shade, but the only reason why I say that is because a lot of agents will equate high shade with a guy being like dominant in like legendary, or supposedly supposed to be dominant in heroic or whatnot. And it's like not necessarily agent. It's not like that. Some players play a lot, but they don't. It doesn't mean that they're just gonna. Because they're 10k shade that they just they've been through legendary like 1,000 times. It does not mean that at all. I've come across agents that are 17, 20k, 25k, 30k that say they struggle with legendary. Thank you very much, man, for helping me win this. All sorts of things I hear about, like all with shade much higher than this. So you'd be surprised. So I'm saying it just comes down to your know-how. That's what I mean. That's why I don't really mean to knock the lower shade guy here. What's his name? Knight Rider 27. I don't mean to knock him right there being lower shade. But it's like, I'm not saying it like that. I mean, like, people with lower shade can play. That's what I was kind of trying to say. Like, those guys do have the ability, if they have the right build and structurize it well, to play. I do know by getting to 1k shade, it does add to the build. So there is that. If an agent touched somebody on that was below 1k shade, that would make sense, because you do definitely have the ability to get a lot stronger after a 1,000 shade than what you are previously before reaching 1k shade. But apart from that, it can still be done. I beat my first legendary mission, as I told you guys in this respective video, between shade like 56. I said 56, 59 I think back then, but I believe it was 56 and like 63, something like that. And that's when legendary was new. That was more of a grind like then. So it's like, I'm just telling you that, yeah, the shade does matter. I'd say 90% of the time, like I'd say, like in the sense, like if it's 90, like if it's above 90 to 99% of the time, if it's above like or below 1k, it does matter, because you won't be as strong as you possibly could be for the mission. There's so many areas you could level yourself out in the red core, blue core, yellow core, like areas, like in your builds across as a whole. So I could get that, but I did legendary missions before I even reached that. So it's like, I see what people mean, like when I see low shade agent. I've seen a lot of low shade agents. I've seen like literally, I've seen some dominate this stuff. I've seen like some low shade agents that are like 200, 400 like shade, like just like be tearing some of these guys up. I'm like, man, I don't know what builds you have, agent, but great job on that. You're not that high of a shade on this, but you're getting your stuff done, I guess. It can happen. So you're seeing them go down here. You want to be wary of the snipers here, guys, all the time. I always say that. I kept jumping over the table here, if you guys haven't noticed. I think every time I pressed, like, I think when I pressed the A for some reason, it kept allowing me to jump over this ledge. I don't know why. But yeah, you want to keep in here. You want to keep near the shed. That's one of my best parts to do it, is from the shed, because I remember like in the very beginning it would be over here through these gates, which you're seeing me go over to get my ammo. But like I said, it's better to just be over there, because you get more cover and you don't have to worry about the chunga coming down over here and just different things. It just makes it easier. So you guys want to just kind of keep around the area. Watch. You see that we took majority of them out. I'm kind of running up here. Yeah. And so you just want to stay structurized, guys. That's the whole key thing about it. Structurizing, knowing the areas of the room you saw. So I'll go to the shade. If my team did not know, I said via the chat, I told them that, hey, we all agreed on like the area. One of the team asked, I don't know which teammate it was. I wasn't watching the chat right now, but I was saying that whichever it's one of the teammates, I do remember, asked what we wanted to do in the last room. We all agreed on it, and you see how nobody opposed it. There was nobody on a different page. Everybody went along with it, and you see success here. We knew that we could do it. We got through the mission. Usually if you can get all the way through, most times if you can get all the way through a legendary mission, it already entails you can beat the end. The end just requires key structure. So thank you guys for watching. That's the mission right there, done. Enjoyed the exotic gifts. I hope they do enjoy those exotic gifts. That's a 46 one. Yeah, so it's always fun, guys. It's always fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. What I'm looking forward to doing is we're going to be seeing what's going on with the division, because I know that the season 1 year 6 has ended. I'm going to be still doing the legendaries and like putting these out there, guys. I think I might be doing a little more live streaming as well. But yeah, it's just very exciting, like what the future is going to be holding, what I'm going to be doing, what I'm looking more into, what the division is going to be doing with the DLC, the Brooklyn DLC, and everything that's happening. I just thank you guys for all the support. There's an exotic right here. Always nice to see that. Never gets old. That definitely never gets old. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, though, for watching. I hope that it's helping. I hope that these videos do help. That's the reason why I do them. Look at all those exotics in my, that's crazy, in my thing. Like, sometimes I just have them in there, and a lot of them I don't even open. Until I really have to, because it's like, you know, like, I kind of try and wait till, like, the devs say, hey, we have this new exotic coming out, or new exotics coming out, or this, that. Maybe I can get it through that. Most times, usually you can't, but some of the times, guys, I'll say this though, some of the times, when they do come out with something, there could be a chance of that. So, in order to save exotics up, it could be cool, but I know a lot of people play it so often that they might get more than that, and eventually you have to use them in order to pick up more. So, yeah, or be able to make other components or whatever else it might be that you're going after within the game. But yeah, thank you guys. If you have any questions at all, please tell me below in the comment section. Please let me know about the run. As I said before in the game, does this run help you guys out? Is it something that helps you? You know, is it something that that's able to help realistically assist you in the game, doing all this stuff? So I thank you guys for that. I thank you guys for watching. Life's a game. Please take care. You know, just take everything a step at a time. Patience, distance, always, guys. Thank you. Oh, there is also one last thing I do have to do. I always forget about that. Sort of, but then I also remember. You guys might already know. Of course, gotta get the selfie. So life's a game. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much. Please take care. Peace. Thank you.